It's easy work boxing, about to hit you everywhere, but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as you watch the videos. That's all I ask. Just please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I got to do this one for one of my subscribers. They want me to do a video on Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. You know, them two guys, you know, they were cool at one point, but right now they beefing. And, you know, first I'm going to go in and just talk about both of them individually before I go into anything. All right, with Devin Haney, smart young man, classy young man. I like the fact that he ain't signed no deals yet. You know what I'm saying? He trying to build his own name. You know, he's managing himself right now, even though he's got offers from, you know, like Floyd and I'm sure many other people to try to sign him. But it's clearly that he's been guided right. You know, I don't know if it's his father or it probably could be his father, whoever may be behind him, but he's handling his business very well. You know, Shakur Stevenson, you know, Olympian, silver medalist, you know, signed to Top Rank. If I'm mistaken, yeah, Top Rank. You know, he's out there doing his thing as well. Both of them are great fighters. You know, I don't know where the bad blood came in between them both. You know, I hear a lot of people saying this and that Shakur Stevenson is just hating on Devin Haney, but you know, we don't know what go on behind the scenes. We don't know the conversation that they had when the camera was off. We don't know where the bad blood has come from. But you know, a lot of people are looking to see if this fight may happen in the future, which I'm sure it would happen in the future, even though they are at different weight classes right now. But you know, I watched the sparring, you know, between him and Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney when Shakur was 18 and Devin was 16. And Devin was getting his ass tapped. It ain't no way to put nothing behind it. You know, a lot of people going to sit up here and say, oh, the man was 16 at the time and Shakur was 18 at the time. So if you look at the age difference, don't you think that Shakur has came up in levels too, as well as Devin Haney, which we have seen Devin come up in levels? Don't you think that Shakur has came up in levels from that sparring match? And, you know, like I just said, Devin Haney was getting his head rocked. If you watch the sparring fight, the sparring on Dante's Boxing Nation, you seen that his he had to put his helmet together, his gear together plenty of times from the way Shakur Stevenson was rocking him. You know, age doesn't make a difference. You know, a lot of people just because he was 16 and he was 18 don't mean anything. If he was spectacular at 16, if Shakur was spectacular at 16, at 18, at their ages, Shakur still was whooping and tapping on that head. It don't make no difference. You know, so stop using that as an excuse because you're a Devin Haney fan. A lot of you people are Devin Haney fans because you see him with TMT. He's being trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr., which is the best trainer that's out there to me. But let's just be real. He was getting his head tapped on. You know, I done seen the clips, you know, they talking back and forth on Twitter or whatever, you know. Shakur saying that, you know, Devin Haney is a silver spoon, you know what I'm saying? He was born with money. You know, Devin Haney is saying that Shakur betrayed his grandfather. Nobody with him from Newark is getting money. You know, Shakur said that he's lucky one of his homeboys didn't slap up Devin Haney's brother. Which, you know, none of this has anything to do with the fight, but I'm just talking about the beef that's been going on between them. You know, a lot of people are saying that Shakur is jealous of Devin Haney. And to me, that's not what the case is. Like I said, we don't know what happened behind the scenes, you know, what happened after that sparring match. You know, maybe Devin took that sparring match, and it's just my opinion. Maybe Devin took that sparring match and just got upset with Shakur Stevenson. Maybe it was something that he said to Shakur Stevenson. You know, because when I see the videos of Shakur Stevenson, when he's talking about lately that he'll whoop his ass any time of the day, anywhere. You know, when they asked him about the fight, he didn't say anything negative. You know, if somebody really has something negative to say about you, they'll completely say something negative. He was like, he looked good in his last fight, this, that, and the other. And they were like, Well, have you seen him? Have you seen him? He was like, yeah, I was just beefing with him. He was over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't see us beefing. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and other. So, I mean, if he really had a problem with him, when somebody has a problem with you, they totally bash you. They don't give you any credit. And, you know, the man said that he looked good in the fight. He just seen, you know, the undercard, I guess, of Lomachenko and Linares. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he was something that, you know, just dissing the man or, you know, bashing him or nothing. But this is something personal, as you can see. So, so all the guys that's out there making the videos and saying that Shakur is jealous of Devin Haney and this and that and the other, I really can't see it. I can't say it either because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? Just because he's talking trash about him on camera, we don't know what Devin Haney has said to him, whether on the phone or personal. And which, like I just told y'all, in that sparring match, which you can go see it yourself, Devin Haney was getting his ass tapped. Now, I like Devin Haney. I don't have anything personal against Devin Haney. You know, I'll come out and I'll tell y'all if I don't like certain fighters. Devin Haney is a stand-up dude, classy dude. You know, I don't like how he left Floyd Mayweather Sr. for one point and came back. I don't know what that had to do with anything. I don't know why he did that. But I feel like a lot of people use Floyd Mayweather Sr. for his knowledge and then they run from him. You know, maybe he just came back, you know, out of loyalty or he felt guilty from what he did. But, you know, I like Shakur Stevenson too. I got a lot of respect for Shakur Stevenson. But he's a guy who speaks his mind. You know, he had beef with Floyd Mayweather's daughter, which, you know, he was saying that completely disrespected her. Came on social media and dogged his daughter. You know, saying his daughter was a freak in the ATL. She giving up sloppy toppy. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't my words. This his words. You go back and check it. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to sign with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He wanted the top rank. You know, which I think was the smart decision. You know, even though Bob Arum is a fucked up dude too, you know what I'm saying, in his own ways, but at least Bob Arum put you in certain fights and won't be in the camera with you or won't let you talk or doing things like that. But if this fight was to happen tomorrow, Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson, I still have Shakur on top. Because whatever the age limit was, whether Devin Haney was 16 or not, and Shakur was 18, they both have experienced different type of fighters. They have both sparred different type of fighters, which we all know that Shakur Stevenson has sparred Lomachenko, you know, Terrence Crawford, which he admits to this day that Terrence Crawford got in his ass. You know, so they both had good learning experiences coming up in the ranks and, you know, trying to be the top of the line fighters that they are. But still, to this day, I pick Shakur Stevenson to beat him. And that's only because if you watch the sparring of what and how Shakur Stevenson fights. You know, Devin Haney he's a badass dude. And, you know, as time goes on, like he said, these young dudes need to get at me now. You know, waiting on me ain't going to do nothing to make it worse. You know, his power has increased. His technical skills have increased. But what's to say that Shakur haven't? You know, just because we don't have a camera on Shakur every day or because he's not in the Mayweather gym, you know, as you guys like to follow everything that Mayweather, anybody who's around Mayweather, they're just spectacular. What's to say that Shakur is not top of the line still? Because this was nothing but two and a half years ago. And like I said, he was getting his cradle rocked. Every time you turn around, Devin Haney doing this, fixing his gear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not a hater of neither one of them. These are both black men. I like to see black men succeed in life. You know, whether you on a corner, whether you working or you doing your profession, boxing, rapping, or anything. But at the end of the day, skills pay the bills, and it looked like to me that Shakur Stevenson has the skills to pay the bills. You know, his southpaw style and what he was doing in that sparring showed me that Devin Haney is not ready for him. You know, Devin Haney, you know, has, from what I understand from Floyd Mayweather Sr., fought a southpaw, sparred a southpaw, which is Gervonta Tank Davis, and he said he made Gervonta quit. But You didn't make Devin Haney quit. And that little clip that people seeing when they come out and they tap hands together, that could have been in the sparring. No, I never seen a clip of Shakur Stevenson admittedly quitting and sparring against Devin Haney. So I mean, stop being biased and stop showing partial clips of what you want to say and what you want to see. That's not what happened, from my understanding. If that would have happened, I'm quite sure Devin Haney would have came out personally and said that he stopped or made Shakur Stevenson stop sparring like he did Tank Davis. Tank Davis. Even Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Devin Haney had said that they made Tank stop. You have never heard that about Shakur Stevenson. And from what I seen in that sparring, he didn't make him quit at all. If anything, Devin Haney should have quit. You could clearly hear in the background on Dante's Boxing Nation when they were sparring, the father is trying to coach him the best he can, and it's not doing anything. He's still shaking him, I'm not gonna bullshit. Devin Haney caught Shakur Stevenson with a left hand that was so pretty and so nice, but it did nothing to him. He took it and he kept going. If you watch the sparring, you're gonna see it yourself, and it was a spectacular left. But other than that, you didn't see too much from Devin Haney. Devin Haney probably had him up on the ropes, throwing body shots that Shakur was blocking. You know what I'm saying? Even when the bell would ring for them to end sparring, Shakur would just be sitting there laughing and smiling at him. So we don't know how Devin Haney took that. We don't know what Devin said after that. When the camera was off, we don't know anything. Just because somebody doesn't say anything negative about you when the camera is on, you have to understand they purposely did. Maybe Devin Haney, I'm just speaking my opinion, maybe Devin Haney purposely doesn't say anything negative towards Shakur Stevenson just to give the image that Shakur Stevenson is just hating on him. Which I don't understand why Shakur would be having to hate on him, because they're both in a profession. They're both winners. They both haven't lost yet. Even though Devin Haney is promoting himself, which he's doing a great job at. But Devin, I think Devin is now at close to 19-0. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to stop fighting and, these guys that no one knows, which I understand he is calling out Robert Easter. Which I don't think he needs to I don't think he needs to call out Michael Garcia, because Michael Garcia is a weight bully. But Robert Easter, I can understand. He should call out Robert Easter. And I think Robert Easter is really ducking him, because Robert Easter won't even mention his name. And I think that Devin Haney and Robert Easter will be a good fight. I'm not going to count Robert Easter out because he's a good fighter as well. He has the belt, so you have to go out there and beat the champion, not outbox the champion. You have to put the champion on his ass. You have to clearly knock out the champion, basically, to me, to take his belt, or 9 rounds to 3 fight. It has to be something like that for you to take his belt. And if you don't knock him down, it has to be a clear win for that person. But I would love to see Devin Haney versus Robert Easter. But back to these two, I still got Shakur Stevenson tapping on their head without headgear or not, whether it's sparring or not. I don't see anything that would change. They both have this fight. This sparring match happened 2-3 years ago. Okay, all good and well. But they both have been fighting top of the line and sparring top of the line fighters. Not fighting top of the line fighters. Sparring top of the line fighters to get better at their game. And I've heard that Shakur Stevens has sparred the best of them. And any man to me that can sit up and admit that Terrence Crawford didn't beat on your ass, which that's hard for another man to sit up and say that another man and whooped on your ass. I think that's a great learning experience for him. So, you guys, you out there, you know what I'm saying? I see the videos, I see what you're saying, but to me it sounds a little biased. You see the TMT, you see Floyd in his face now, and now you're going to say, Devin Haney gonna whoop his ass. I don't see it like that. I still see Shakur's tapping on that ass for 12 rounds or however many rounds that fight might last. But to my subscriber, I thank you for telling me to make this video, because it's a video I've been wanting to make, but I don't like to make videos without the fight happening. And to my fans, I mean, well, not my fans, because I ain't nobody famous or nothing, but to my subscribers, you know, I already made a video on the Lomachenko Linares video. That's why I didn't make one. I don't like remaking videos, because it's like I'm not giving y'all, you know, what y'all want. It's like I'm just sending y'all out shit, and I don't like to do that. But I don't see any difference or anything that's gonna happen if this fight was to happen now, or, you know, 2-3 years from now. I still see Devin Haney getting his ass whooped. The fighters that Devin Haney has fought are now on the level of Shakur Stevenson. We don't even know the names. I'm sure that Devin Haney is like 17-0 right now. I don't know nobody he's fought. I don't know nobody I don't know anybody that Shakur has fought. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not being biased here. I'm just saying these guys are not fighting guys that we all know of that can say, oh, you know, he did beat this guy, or he did beat that guy. You know, to say that he would beat Devin Haney would beat Shakur Stevenson, or to say that Shakur Stevenson will beat Devin Haney. But what I have seen is the sparring. And that sparring, even though it was at that time, you know what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck if that was 11 and 12. He was getting his ass whooped. Point blank period. He was getting his ass whooped. There ain't no way to put it. You know, so I just had to get on here and make this video for my subscriber. I thank you for subscribing. I thank anybody for subscribing. I pray and hope that y'all get other people to subscribe, because we trying to get this money over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get this easy money. You know what I'm saying? But this it is easy work boxing. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care of you and yours, and be safe. Thank y'all.